Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for episode 15 of the Pacific Northwest. A day and a half has gone by and a lot has taken place. We are going to get to that shortly, but for now I am working on getting our cattle fed one more time, and I need to grab some silage to keep our TMR machine going. It's not exactly empty, but I like to keep it topped off, especially when there's so much to do, so I can just sit back and relax. Well, not have to worry about it doing its thing while I'm off busy doing other things. What's particularly nice about this is the tip-in points now. Working with bales, the bales do have to go directly into the hoppers, but with anything loose, even straw, we can just tip it right in, which is why I have decided to stop making bales. It's going to be much easier to deal with tipping than moving bales and storing bales and all of that. And we've got the new storage here with our silo. You can see some bales sitting in the hay hopper there. Those are the last of our hay bales. Our hay bales are completely gone, and our straw bales are gone. Our bale barn is empty. What I ended up doing was, I know I've got a lot of stuff coming out, probably off the fields today, and straw, hay, all of that. So I just sold off everything. Now I used as much straw as I could and got our cattle full of straw. They're probably not that way anymore, but once that was done, I just sold everything off and made 30 or 40,000 off of that, which was a good deal. But many other things have taken place. And man, these cows are messy. I think it's a cattle conspiracy, because you know when you clean this stuff up, it's just silage instead of actually being TMR. So I think the cows are kind of sitting there going, "Hey Bessie, watch the TMR, it's got silage in it." It's a cattle conspiracy against silage. Although they must be eating quite a bit of it, because they're still not anywhere close to the amount of silage that we have used to produce their feed. And I'm just going to leave this trailer right here for now, because I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to need it again in the not too distant future. Now let me go get those cows cleaned up. It'll be the last thing I have to do for them. And then we're going to have an interesting day. I mean, look at that. There's over 2,000 liters of silage here that they've kicked out. Luckily, we can just tip it right back in and be done with it. Gonna go ahead and drop off this bucket. Won't be needing it again until we work with them. I'm going to drop off this weight also. Now, at this point you're probably saying, but you just said we don't have any bales left, where are you grabbing bale forks? Well, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out indeed. Because I've got our bale shredder, I've got our bale wrapper, and I've got our baler all hooked up. And we are headed for the store. And it's going to be a tractor parade. We are adding a new weapon to our arsenal today. At least I think we are. Yes, that looks good. And that is going to be, if you hadn't figured it out already, the Follow Me mod. And now, I actually should have put the case in the lead because it's the slowest. But we will just cut back our speed to make sure everyone is following along with no problems. Here they come. And I'm going to have a car in my parade. I bet they feel like they're having a bad day. Outstanding. Oh, my tractor's trying to run right over that car. Well, what I'm gonna do, just to make sure that we don't have any major hassles here, I'm gonna pull off. Let my guys catch up. Yeah, thanks for smashing into me. That helper drives like I do. Okay. Now we should be good to go. Come on, guys, keep up. And you can see I already have our bale trailer down here. And I am bound and determined to not use bales anymore. So we are selling off equipment that we are not going to use. We're going to see where our money is at that point. We'll get a breakdown of where our money came from here in just a second also. Said it's been 36 hours since the last episode, and I accomplished a lot in that short amount of time. And we have a lot to get done today. It's mostly going to be field work, I can tell you that right now. Lots of field work to get done today. And I'm not going to be able to get the bale wrapper in there, but that's okay. Wow. That was funky. Helps if you switch to the right tool, huh? Alright, let's sell this stuff off. And almost 10,000 for the baler. And our straw blower has barely been used. I don't know necessarily why I'm repairing it before I sell it, but such is the case. Not bad for the bale trailer. And, well, the bale forks aren't worth much, but every little bit helps. And then our bale wrapper's going in there too. There we go. Well, that was worth 46 grand, so look at that. After all that, we are up to 381,787. Let's take a quick look at our finance screen, and I will show you. Now, we just made 94,000 on our sold vehicles today, and yesterday I sold off all of the digestate that the BGA had created for us. That brought in about $95,000. I sold our first batch of milk. That was 38,000 liters. Those cows are really pumping it out. We'll take a look at them here in a second too. And we made 105,000 off of our first batch of milk. So we are doing well. Then you can see the bales that I sold right here, 32, almost 33,000. I had taken about 200,000 liters of silage down to the biogas plant, and that brought in another 126,000. So yesterday we had a good day. It was 193,593. When I sold our hay bales, I actually dropped those at the BGA, and that brought in 56,000. Also, and what else do we have? And then we got our sold vehicles. So yeah, we are doing pretty well in the cash department. And with that, we were going to look at our cows real quick. Cows aren't doing bad for feed. We're getting them up there slowly but surely. Used a lot of straw, but if you'll see, and this is just since yesterday, we've got 65,000 liters of manure, 54,000 liters of slurry, and almost another 30,000 liters of milk. That is outstanding. These cows are going to end up paying for themselves, and pretty quickly. If we're making basically $100,000 a day, 10 days they will have paid for themselves. And just paying for the cows alone, 5 days, and they're paid for. So that is an excellent deal. Now, one thing I know we're going to need today is a lease on a forage harvester. Now, I tried the John Deere again, and it actually worked okay. I still don't know what happened with those fields and why why they were struggling so much. I have an inkling, but I don't want to say for sure. I want to test it again before I say. But we are going to try the John Deere again one more time. Lease that bad boy. And let's get our header. Was that the one? I believe. Yes, that's the one. Since we're already down here, and since we have to get all of those tractors back up to the farm, And this time I am going to put the case in the lead because the case is the slowest. So I haven't played with Follow Me too much. I like it, what I've seen of it so far. Now again, I'm still pretty new to the game. I will own that, and I'm trying to at some point figure things out as I go along. Sometimes I've got a pretty good handle on it. It just depends, as some of you have probably figured out. Oh, and that gives me the opportunity to say welcome 2 new subscribers to the channel, Colton and Anthony. And Colton, I'm sorry, was our 10th subscriber. We are in double digits now. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. I'm very happy with the progress the channel's making, and it's all because of you guys. I appreciate it immensely. This wouldn't be any fun if people weren't getting something out of what I was doing, which I will kick in a quick, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. So there you go. So I'm just going to park these right here for the moment. That worked out pretty well. No, I'm not going to start on the corn just yet. But I am going to run this over there and get it set up. Alright, that'll do for now. So yesterday I also ran to the sawmill and picked up a load of wood chips. Because these cows are getting ridiculously messy. Just nuts. I mean, you just saw. We picked up 2,000 liters of silage there because of the cattle conspiracy. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. It's just the cattle conspiracy. They're fighting back against the silage. Anyhow, I think it's going to be a good idea to put some wood chips down in the feed area to help keep it clean. It's not unheard of. Any spillage or moisture that would come out of the feed troughs, the wood chips will soak up. And that's one thing I wish the game would add more functionality to wood chips, which probably sounds a little bit weird, but if you think about it, I mean, we have to use straw for bedding. But in real life, I mean, farmers use wood chips all the time for that kind of thing. So why are we not doing that in game? It would give the wood chips more functionality and create a bigger market for them, which should help increase the price, because we all know that, you know, why am I going to chip wood when I can sell the tree and make, you know, 50 times more than I would if I just silly man. There we go. So anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright. Pull up just a little bit more. Start tipping. And we're going to just move right through here. I don't want to tip at all. I just want like a layer. Oh, that looks pretty good. Let's do one more of those right next to it. Be easiest just to circle back around. Right about here. Yep. So there we go. And as we drive over those should flatten out and spread out a little bit. We're going to check it here in just a second as soon as I drop off this trailer. I'm going to throw these wood chips back in the silo. We obviously don't need them right now, but if we get another cattle pasture, which is not out of the question, then we will need them for that one. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a little lumpy, but I'll take it. Especially if it works. We're going to find out, because the way these guys spit out silage, it shouldn't take too long to discover whether or not that's going to be working for us. So I'll bet it does. Okay, next thing. Like I said, we have got a lot to do today. So the next thing I want to do is spend some money, and we're going to do that right now. Now I've gone over these fields, I've looked through them a little bit. I like this area along here, and that's coming. I'm going to buy that, I know I am. And that will probably be the last purchase that I make up here on the bench. But right now, we're going to pick up field 21. It is currently, it is currently just been cultivated, so there's nothing in it. We can get that seeded right away and start working for us. Now you can see our fields are very ready to harvest. They need to be taken care of ASAP. But field 21, the area is 14.5 acres. I think the field is about 8. I don't know that this is necessarily measuring right, but that's neither here nor there. Field 21 is now ours. So let's fire up the big fent. Oh. Yeah, that might be okay. Let's take a look. I bet it needs lime. They always do. No, it's not needing lime. That's shocking. Usually when you buy a new field, the first thing you got to do is lime it, but not today. And I think to christen our new field, we are going to start with canola. Canola's been paying well lately. I haven't done it in a while. Although, we have enough money. Maybe I should pick up a corn header. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, because I would like to do sunflowers also. And this is a very odd shaped field, so I don't know that a worker is necessarily going to do the job for us. But we'll give it the old college try. Maybe we'll just seed the field ourselves and see how that goes. Okay, our worker is all set up and running on field 10, harvesting the wheat that's over there. We're going to need to collect straw from him, or after he's done with that. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I don't even really know how this field is set up. Let's unfold our cedar. And we were going to go canola, weren't we? Yep. Alright. A seeding we shall go. See you in a little bit. Just finishing up the seeding. Just had to pick up one little strip that I missed there. These things happen. Get the cedar folded up. And I am going to grab some implements here. I'm just going to leave the cedar here for the moment. So I want our mill loader, or our milling machine. I don't know why I insist on calling it a mill loader. It doesn't even remotely look like one, but milling machine. Grabbing the milling machine, and I'm going to grab the trailer. And it looks like our helper has finished up on field 10, although I would imagine he's probably not quite finished, and I'll have to clean up after him a little bit, but mostly done. And I want to grab our big trailer. Go ahead and unfold the pipe. Yeah, there's a little bit of wheat left on this field that I'll need to go pick up, but right now we are going to concern ourselves with gathering the straw. Now the milling machine is a fantastic tool to get this job done. You have to start off a little bit slow to kind of let it catch its get started, but once it does that, we're 20 miles an hour, and just about 20 miles an hour, and we can just scoop that up as fast as we can drive almost. Now you can't just go at warp speed. You will eventually outpace the milling machine, but we'll do this. Yeah, especially on these big end piles like this. Oh, where did I get grass? I wasn't even close to that grass. Okay, so this is something with the milling machine that you have to be aware of, you have to be careful of, is that that if you pick up something you're not supposed to, you'll have to fix it. And unfortunately, I wonder if it will put this right directly into our silo, if that will dump that for me. Let's go find out. And that would be no. No, it will not. So, let me get this sorted out and I'll get back to you. Hang on a minute. Okay, that's been sorted out. Yeah, you have to keep an eye out for foreign objects when you're using the milling machine. That's better, because it will plug up the works. I had to throw that grass in a trailer over there. I'll go dump that somewhere far, far away. In fact, when I come to the end of this field now, because I don't know exactly what all's out here, I'm just going to start shutting it down so I don't have to worry about that again. Huge PITA. Now that's what I was talking about. When you get to some of these larger mounds, you can't necessarily go real quick over them, because while it's fast, and we're averaging about 18 miles an hour up and down this field, it's not that fast. Well, we are not going to have a shortage of straw. That is for certain. Off of this one little field, I mean, I just pulled 150,000 liters. So, yeah, straw is going to be a non-issue for us. We'll take a look at our silo and see. Yeah, we got 35,000 liters of wheat and 150,000 liters of straw. Oh, I take that back. It was 135,000 liters of straw. Regardless, we'll be able to sell straw, make a little extra money. And I'm just going to park this up over here right now. Now, the last thing I want to get taken care of today, we've got one more wheat field that needs to be harvested. We want left offset. I'm going to try 4.5, and we are going to reduce the distance to ahead by 5. So let's see how close he gets doing that. Okay, that's not quite right, so he can't get ahead of us at the moment, but we do need to left offset. Let's try 7 and a head distance of 10. Let's see what that does for us. Oh, 7's not quite right either. I'm going to try 8 and see what happens here. And the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce his lead distance to 5. Well, it looks like 10 is going to be the better lead distance, but look at that. Follow me is working for us. Outstanding. So 5 is a little much. 10 is not quite enough. Now, if he had a bigger trailer, I think it would work better. I'm sure it would work better. And that offset is just about right. Need to remember an 8 for this size header. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. Liking that a lot. Effectively, what that does is triple the size of how much grain we can store in this harvester. That's a 21,000 liter trailer. The harvester will hold 10. Follow me? Where have you been all my life? I mean, I use an awful lot of mods. I really do use a lot of mods. I guess I just haven't delved into the ones that are more challenging. Now, I have messed around with courseplay just a little bit, and it's good. I like it. What I know of it, I really like. I just don't know it well, so at some point I'm sure I'll be introducing courseplay also. But I wanted to get follow me down. Looks like our trailer is full, so what I can do at this point is just tell this follower to stop following. Yep, and the worker has gone for the day, so we'll easily get the last of the wheat into this harvester, no problem. This field will be completely done with the help of a worker and the follow me mod. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you liked what you've seen, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, be a buddy, be a pal, be a friend. And until next time, you all take care.